Hello? Is this thing on? Ooh. What's up, guys? Favorite Mystic the Siren Sims back at it again with another Sims related video. So, just a little bit of a disclaimer, this is the part 2, okay, the long awaited part 2. I'm just going to be showing you exactly what happened in real time. Now, I do a few jump cuts because you don't need to see everything that I did, and that would make the video over an hour long. I saw the footage. I tried to just be like, okay, let's just have all the footage. It was over an hour, like almost 2 hours worth of footage. And that's not because the mod doesn't work, that's because I take really long casts. Okay, that's a lie. It was like an hour and a half worth of footage. No. Hour and 10 minutes it was. Everything together was an hour and 10 minutes. So, right now I'm just showing you how quickly it loads the game up itself. I'm not really one of those people that turns off the this interactive game thing. I just leave it here. I used to play it all the time, get me some points for new household or whatever, but now I just let it load because it's actually fast enough that I don't really need to play the game to like pass the time. Because playing this game actually does make you pass time if you focus on it. You don't really... They were smart. If you focus on this game, you don't really see... Sometimes. Of course, when you're older, you always feel it. But every now and then when you play this game, you don't really see how long casts would have usually taken to load. Not casts, The Sims in general, right? So I used to play this all the time, but right now I'm okay. I'm fine. Yes, as you can see, it would have been thirds of the way there by now. Right, but it's going up, it's almost done, and it's been a little under 3 minutes. So this mod is fantastic, and because I didn't do it in the first one, Lazy Duchess is that queen, that king, that nigga, everything. Okay, this is my favorite mod creator. Okay, not CC creator, mod creator, because usefulness. Is usefulness a thing? Yes. Okay. Love it. Okay. They just do what needs to be done. I was just thinking, I wish they could do something to speed up casts. And like a couple months later, hey guys, I'm working on something to speed up casts. Read my mind much? Read my mind much? Are we mentally collaborating? Is this a joint psychosis or what have you? I don't know. Okay. But I'm really happy with this mod. I am. There's something I'll bring up a little later that I hope gets patched in that update, but it doesn't change anything for me. It just probably means that I have to adjust, which, you're hoping that The Sims EA will like fix everything so you don't have to like have less CC, or you're hoping that the mod creators will give you a patch or a fix so that you don't have to remove some stuff from your game because they're just convenient for you to have. Sometimes you have to grow up. So yeah, I just wanted to explain. There's gonna be a few jump cuts because I just wanted to show you how fast everything loads. You don't necessarily have to go through the entire process of every single thing that I was doing. We don't have to do that. So, I'm going to be talking for a minute, so I hope you enjoy my voice and all that, but I just want to warn you that this is not indicative of the, this doesn't have anything to do with the mod. This is just me trying to make it more convenient for y'all to watch. I feel like a 24 minute video is good enough for y'all to enjoy. Look at my game. Look at my game. Look at the water, guys. Burnt waffles. Y'all know this is a burnt waffles. You know the water looks like that because of burnt waffles. I have the frozen lighting mod on right now. I might link it below, but you can see it kind of like freshens up Sunset Valley, does it not? Okay. So you can see here, I'm going to jump cut so you don't see, because it took me a second to figure out which sim I wanted to use. So I ended up using Joanna C and changing her name. Okay? So, yeah. Oh no, stupid me. I thought I was going to change her name, but I didn't. So what I just did, I just updated Joanna C. since, you know, we're trying this whole thing out again, why not make her a little different? So that's what I did. But yeah, guys, I just did the jump cuts because you don't need to see everything. It loads in fast, not as fast as if I didn't have like a cast background changer or tons of skin and tons of Cs. I'm sure if I had like 20 cc per thing except skins, like if I had like 10 skins, 20 shirts, 20 pants, 20 shoes, 20 accessories, and just like 20 hair, it would load fast as base game. But unfortunately, that's not me. So it takes a couple extra seconds in the close section. And I think in the sim cushion it takes about 5 seconds, maybe 6, 7. But as you can see, I'm just updating her here, and we're just going to discuss the mod. So as you can see, it's not really lagging. You can still see her eyes moving around. Just took a second to load here. I'm showing you as I'm updating. As I'm updating Joanna here, you guys are able to see how quickly everything loads up. You see me using my presets that I made in a previous video. Might even link the video down below or at the end of this video so you can watch how I made these presets. Okay, I even made some of these presets by taking some of other people's stuff. So like, I would download a sim from the Sims 3 store, and they would have a very unique feature, and I would just want to use that feature on other Sims. So I use the preset editor to grab that feature and leave it there. So I have the special mouth that I think it's just a nose I copied. A nose and a face I copied. Everything else I made by proxy. Oh, and I had some preset lips. That's how I found out about presets, the lips and the eyes. And I was like, how do I make that? Lazy Duchess made a preset editor. You see what I'm talking about? Lazy Duchess out here making me feel like a modder. You know, making me feel like I'm cheating the system of the game low key. Alright? And segue, look at this hair. Like, just look at it. It looks real. It looks like this is actual real hair. Like the coils, the curls, the dimension, the symmetry, the shape. Look, guys, this is the best black CC hair, to be honest. The braids are pretty good too, but it looks like they only fit a specific head, and I haven't made that head yet, so those are second. But this one is the best. And you know what I mean by the braids? I mean the perfect braids in like the bun, where that has like the gazillion edges on the side that kind of ruin it, and the little lip up in the back. I need to find a way to fix that. Like, I probably have to use my sliders and do the hair a bit right, but yeah. Yeah, so I just wanted to show you guys how everything works here, how fast everything loads up. Also showing you how I made this brand new sim, so you can see how everything functions. Don't worry, I'm going to get into cast soon. But just to be honest, it loaded as fast as it did the first time. I haven't added any CC since then. No, didn't I? No, I think I added back more CC, so it took a second longer to load, but it was still pretty fast, and you're gonna see that very soon. But yeah. Anyways, how are you guys doing today? Like, I'm just so excited. Like, at time of this recording, I'm at 99 subscribers. This close to 100. I can feel it. It's just out of reach. And I'm really excited because this channel is really important to me. I think about it all the time. I think about ideas for this channel all the time. So I'm literally just so excited that my hard work is paying off metaphorically. You know, people are watching. I know some people are just like, no, I would do everything I can to get as many views as possible, and I do that a little bit. Some of the things I talk about, like some of the shows I've watched, it's not shows I would have watched regularly. Like House of the Dragon, I wouldn't have watched that regularly. Like I've been told, people who know me, I'm like, I'm not watching that crap. I'm not watching that shit, no. And that is because, you know, the original one ended so terribly. I'm like, I don't give a crap about seeing a sequel. What could they change in the books? You know, like they could end up changing the books. Some people were just, I don't know, I guess irrationally, in my opinion, irrationally happy about this. Like, George R. Martin is a part of it, and it's a finished book, so there's no way they can mess it up like the show. I'm like, you don't understand how TV works? They could have source material for years, meaning they could make a show just copy and pasting a book or a series of books for years, while just adding in little things to have it stretch out and add more context, and they can still mess it all up by trying to be different. And low-key, they kind of do that because of the viewer. Because, like, they're literally doing this because... What's the term I'm trying to use? They do this because of the viewer. Viewers say things and they listen to y'all. Now, I'll admit, right? I'd be mad if I was y'all too, because they don't listen when it really matters. They listen to the little side shit y'all be saying. But because that side shit is so consistent, sometimes they leave it as the most important. Caveat, look at all these lip glosses, okay? If you want your lip glosses to look like they do in the pictures, you have to turn up the definition of the Sims, the sim detail. That's also why my Sims look more realistic. It's not just because of the skins, it's because I updated the graphics. So, yeah, I'll show y'all how I did that some other time. But yeah, so what I'm saying, and I'll end it here, is that sometimes they listen to us when we say, I don't want it to be just like the original, or I don't need it to be exactly like the books. If I wanted it to be exactly like the books, I would just read the books. Show me something a little different. I thought you were going to go in a new direction. And for some strange reason, even though there are people who don't care about that, I'm one of those people that don't care. I don't necessarily need them to be different or change up stuff. I wouldn't mind seeing stuff word for word. And I was like, what do you mean by that? That's so boring. I read the Spy X Family manga and I'm watching the Spy X Family show, and no spoilers, but it's following the manga 99% very closely. At this point in time, I can't even remember which part of the manga it hasn't followed yet. Like, what panel was cut out or not. So to me, I don't care. Like, just give me the footage. I do not care. You know what I mean? But, for some reason, other people are just like, well, I don't need to see this. I can watch the original. Do something different. And then when they do something different and it flops, y'all get upset. And then you said there was all this source material to, like, pick a side. Because honestly, they are listening to us, but it's not always in the way that we want. Alright? That's all I have to say about that. So, as a viewer, be careful what you post. Because you don't think they have marketing agencies or people that they put out there to spy to see what's going on. They don't just take in 10 people to watch a pile of the show. No, they watch what people are saying on Twitter and chat rooms and in commentary videos. And they look at the comments to see what could be profitable. And if it's profitable to take something that was original or quote unquote original, you know what I think, just original under the sun. Take something quote unquote original and update it to the gods, then you know why. It's because somebody said it and it got some backing. Okay? So yeah, I just want y'all to be cognizant of that, because that does happen. Which is why when I say my opinion, I say exactly what I want to see. Okay, so that way, if anybody's ever listening, I'm not going to be upset. I'm not just going to agree with somebody for the night. I have to decide whether or not I actually want to see it. And that's why I've never said, you can just update it. Have I ever thought it? Possibly, possibly not. But I'm always going to say what I'd want to see more for something that maybe. Like maybe there's a comic book that I don't want to see it exactly. I want to see a version. But I'm not going to say that because their track record of being able to do that properly is not high. Okay? Not high at all. I'm just gonna leave it there. I don't want to talk y'all out like that. So sorry, this is a Sims video, but it's also my channel, okay? But as you can see, I've gone through all 4 seasons pretty quickly. I spent like, let me be honest with you, right? I spent like 10 minutes in each section, which isn't very long. But 10-minute pieces, like 10 minutes in tops, 10 minutes in bottoms, 10 minutes in shoes, that's 30 minutes, right? And then another 10 minutes in accessories. Now, I was thinking about accessories. Accessories takes the longest to scroll down. I'm not sure why that is. Maybe it's because I have a lot of accessories. So as I was saying, maybe it's just time to grow up and to start a new mods folder where I just curate and only take a couple things that I like instead of just taking everything that I think looks good and putting it in my game little by little. Yeah, I think. You see those eyelashes right there? The one that I just scrolled back up to? Those are my favorite eyelashes because they busted. Yeah, they bust. But, yeah, so I definitely think that the only reason there is this lag is because I have way too much CC. That's what I think. So now it's just his fault at all. The fact that they were even able to get me this far is great. So I'm not going to complain about that at all. Something else I wanted to bring up, but it's not a complaint. It's just a hope. You know, because I thought this up and then they just made it. So hopefully if I think this up, they'll be able to add an update and then this mod will literally be top tier perfection. Because it's already perfection to me, it's perfect. But for it to be top tier perfection, I'm gonna need something. I'm gonna need something and I'll bring it up in a few what I need. Yeah, as you can see, as I'm scrolling down Rodeo Drive, I have a lot of accessories. A lot of accessories. And I'll try to pick the right one for the updated Joanna C. You know, like Joanna C's fraternal twin sister, you know. She looks a little different from Joanna, you know, but she's giving. She's giving, okay? She and Joanna, fashion plates, they both have this scholastic, good girl, pretty girl aesthetic to them. I like both of them. Even though it's both just Joanna C. But I'll probably go in back and rename her. I think I placed her. Yeah, I think I placed her in Sunset Valley. In the monotone house, guys, I'm excited to try building. Like, I'm starting to watch videos on like tips and tricks on how to build. Like, I'm really trying to do something with this building. Like, come see about me in a couple months. Come see about me in a couple months. Now, why not just a couple days? I think building is a little bit harder than almost anything else you have to do in The Sims, especially in The Sims 3. Like I said, I'm always realistic. I'm not going to be a hypocrite. I am sure that building is way easier in The Sims 4, and that's why more builders do Sims 4, and they do it great. I'm not saying that anybody can be a builder if they do it in Sims 4. No, I'm just saying it must be significantly easier to be a builder in Sims 4 than a builder in Sims 3. Which is why I want to start in Sims 3. Because if I start the building process in Sims 3, then that literally means that, like, I'm going to be such a top-notch builder that when I get the easier UI or the easier format and layout, I'll just be like, Delicacy where? Little Simsy where? Please, you got a Siren original. Siren at home. Ah! Siren interior. What do you call it? Ocean interior. We're always coming up with names. But yeah. So we're almost done here. So now I just went back to like fix the facial features and makeup a little bit. Just a little bit. And then I'm going to go into hair. And I want to bring this up before this section is over. The hair still takes the longest to load out of everything. Still. It takes about over 20 seconds. Possibly to a minute. And that sucks. Because part of me really didn't want to have to, you know, get rid of the hair. Like lessen my hair. But I might have to. It is what it is. Anyways, I'm gonna stop talking now and go to the sped up section. where you're just gonna see the sped up version of how I finish her off by giving her a great hairstyle. Now that I'm looking at it, I wish I just kept her on this hairstyle, but it is what it is. So we gonna see how I changed her hair and, you know, kind of finished her off in the next 4 minutes. Alright, but thank you all so much for watching. Please continue just to have some nice music vibes and watch me finish her. Goodbye, Simmers. See you soon.
I would like to get to know if it could be the kind of girl that you took me down for. 'Cause when I look at you, I feel something tell me that you're the kind of guy that should make a move on. And if I don't let you know, then I won't be for real. I could be wrong, but I feel like something could be going on. The more I see it, the more that it becomes so true. There ain't no other for me, it's only you. I wanna be down with what you go. I wanna be down. No matter the time of day and night, it's gonna be down. Wanna be
Yo, hear me now. Anybody do that dance and nasty up and them nasty up. Fix things, quick things, loopings. Well, alright then. Can you see me a cleanest? Those when me rocking at the fucking beat.